Hi everybody, my name is RobRabon, and on today's video we're going to do a quick review slash demo slash instructional video slash unboxing of the new Insta360 One X camera. This is my first 360 camera. I bought it for myself for a Christmas gift. I watched a lot of videos and read a lot of different reviews on it, and I was kind of stuck between this and the new DJI mini gimbal that they came out with and the new GoPro 7, but I decided on this. I kind of focus more on car stuff, so this review slash demo is going to show you what you can do with a car, because I have some ideas and I think I can make them work, and in my head it's going to look pretty good, but we're going to find out, and we're going to do it right now because daylight is a factor. We get dark around 4 o'clock now. Let's get into this. I ordered mine off of Amazon. I'll include a link in the description if you would like to purchase one. Got here in like I think 2 days. I like that quick shipping, so I pretty much buy everything on Amazon. This is the Insta360 selfie stick. This will allow you to attach the Insta360. The trick to this selfie stick is actually that it gets in between the two lenses because it mounts on the bottom of the camera, and then it makes this invisible, so you don't even see this when you walk around. This is the Insta360 One X 360 action camera. They are marketing this towards the action community. I've seen a lot of people mount these to mountain bike helmets already, and people that are doing skiing and skateboarders. There's a lot of different unique attachments that you can buy for this thing. You can buy like this little football looking thing. It looks like a Nerf ball. You can buy that and actually put this inside of it and then throw your camera. Even though this is $400, I guess it's pretty safe to throw it. You can use it when you're in your hot air balloon and mountain biking and all that good stuff, but I'm getting a little too old for that. There's even a waterproof case, but I'm getting a little too old to go in hot air balloons and go snowboarding. I'm not that extreme of a guy. All of my extreme behavior is usually inside of a car, so we're gonna see what we can do in a car with this. I probably need to update the firmware, but I am not home currently. Obviously, I'm trying to do this all on the trunk of my car in my garage. It's a really nice looking camera. I like it. It's small, it's lightweight. I did hear that these lenses are kind of fragile and you don't want to get any kind of scratches on here. I really wish that there was a decent case that came with this, but there isn't. Inside the box, you're going to get the camera, and you're going to get this little packet of stuff, which includes a little lanyard. You really don't want to drop this thing, even though they make that attachment where you can throw it. You get a battery. Get the battery in. All your charging is going to be done through the camera. You don't get any kind of like charging hub with it. Underneath the here should be some more stuff. You can connect it to your phone or your computer. It does come with this nice little case to store it, which is good. We're going to keep this inside our camera bag when we're not using it. I guess you want to put it lens down. Oh, that's nice. I like how they did that. Got some stickers. That's cool. I always like stickers. You get some more stickers. I might put one of those on the car. Some paperwork. We don't read that. We're men. Unless you're a woman, then you shouldn't read it either. We're all about equal rights here at RobRabon Photography. Inside this little box was a bunch of cables. You can connect to, I guess, micro USB for your Droid. It's got a lightning connector, and it's got this one, which I think is GoPro. I don't remember what that one's for, but those are different phone connectors. And here we have our connector for our computer, which I assume it's going to be USB. Yeah, there you go, USB. USB to little micro USB. Now SD card, we did buy a brand new one because all of my other micro SDs are currently being used. I bought this one from Amazon. It was 128 gigs. It had really good reviews. Read and write speed has to be pretty decent for this thing because it does shoot pretty high resolution. Not sure how many megabytes per second it's going to be throwing out, but go ahead, this thing off. On the bottom we have our micro SD card slot and the 1/4 inch hub for putting this on tripods. Let's get into this, see what we can do. Alright, first test with this thing, and see how it turns out. We're going to send out the selfie stick, and see how that looks. See if it's invisible. It's pretty dirty in my garage, in the middle of doing stuff to the Fox, but I guess it'll give us a full view of what everything looks like. The selfie stick goes out pretty far, and I guess you'll be able to see what I'm doing, where I am. I guess in post we can look at the car or the sky or everything in small planet mode. One idea I had for this camera is to attach it to my Delkin suction cup mount. We should be able to attach this pretty much anywhere on the car that we want, and then get some pretty rad looking footage. If we want to use it as a dash cam, I imagine we could just mount this right on the windshield, be able to look outside, be able to look at the driver, and we'll also see how good the audio is while we're driving. With this setup, it's not going to be completely invisible. This orientation, you're going to be able to see the suction cups on the windshield and whatnot, but imagine if we face it like this, kind of facing out, it's probably going to minimize how much you see the suction cups. Yeah. Alright, the RX100 died, so we're just going to be filming right on the Insta360. Just listening to some smooth R&B on a Sunday. Just go for a quick drive. Make sure we don't kill the battery on this thing. When you get it, you are going to have some charge on your battery, but it's not going to be fully charged apparently. So in theory, you should be able to use this and be able to edit everything in post to get the different angles that you want, which even though it's not going to film cinematic quality stuff, it does shoot 5.7K at 30 frames per second. It should give you a lot of options to give you different angles for whatever kind of story you're trying to tell. Like I said, I don't know how the audio is, what it looks like right now. There's no live view. You just get the one little screen that shows you what everything looks like. Let's do a couple quick little pulls with the car, see if you can hear the exhaust. And then we're going to move the camera. I want to make sure we don't get pulled over, even though pullover videos probably equal to a lot of revenue on YouTube. I don't feel like paying a ticket. I'm poor because I bought this camera for Christmas when I really didn't have the money. Whatever. This is not a sponsored video, as always. I don't get anything sponsored. So the Delkin mount has a standard 3/4 inch mounting screw on top of it. That's where you mount your camera and everything. I like these a lot. I've seen a lot of professional YouTubers use this design, so I kind of went with that style too. One thing that I was hoping with this selfie stick is that there was a 1/4 inch mount on the bottom of it, and there is. So we're going to mount the entire contraption onto the trunk of the Mustang. Hopefully this isn't big enough that I get pulled over. Maybe we'll collapse it down about that height, just because. And also with this setup, there's not going to be any kind of protection with it falling down, but I'm going to trust those suction cups a little bit too much. Let's just mount this up and we'll see what happens. Another idea that I had was to take this awesome Manfrotto Pocket MP3BK. It's a super small tripod. I'm gonna take the 360 camera and mount it on top of this, and then we're gonna try to do something a little more extreme, I guess. Hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully the cops don't get called, and we'll see how that goes. We're at a secret spot. Can't tell you where it is, but we're gonna take the 360 camera and film the 2011 doing stuff. I'm not gonna be able to see this little ass contraption, and it's gonna make it a little difficult, but we're gonna try to do it anyway. Maybe right about here. Hopefully this works out. Make sure we click on. I'm gonna set this up over here too. Hopefully I don't run the camera over, because that is a possibility. Didn't hit the camera, so that's good. Oh, these tires are looking really bad. That's bad. Let's go home and edit. I haven't taken a whole lot with this camera yet, but we're gonna go to the donut video. When you're editing, you can kind of pan around and see everything. Go up and down, zoom in and out. But my favorite part of it is when you want to edit and actually follow something, you can do a smart track or you can do the viewfinder. So when you do the viewfinder, it comes up with this screen. Depending on where you point the phone, that's what you're going to record. So once you start recording, you just kind of hold it down, it's going to play, and then you can kind of scan around and follow the vehicle. It makes you really dizzy if you're trying to do donuts. We're trying to film donuts, but it's pretty neat. I really like how you can choose your angle that way. Comes in handy, so you can scroll around, look at everything. And yeah, that's a pretty neat feature. You don't see that on pretty much any other camera that I know of. You can even see the tripod that it was on. It's really cool for any kind of automotive enthusiast that does dumb stuff like this and doesn't have any friends. Or any friends that really trust you behind the wheel, I should say, because I think that might be my situation. You can save those changes or discard them. We're gonna discard that just because we're doing it, just for a test. And you can even do that when you're doing time lapses and whatnot. You can see this one with me and Butters. And scroll around 360 degrees and record whatever you want. You can see him jumping around the car being all crazy. So that's my review on the Insta360 One X. I've only had it for a couple days and I just really love this thing. I think it's very innovative and it's kind of a game changer. I wouldn't sell all your gear to afford one, but this is definitely a nice addition to a nice camera setup. The onboard mics are a little bit better than I thought. Definitely not something you want to have outside trying to take audio while you're driving on a highway or anything, but it's a lot better than I thought it would be. For a vlog setup, it might work out for you. If you're not really worried about audio too much, I really recommend this thing. And for 400 bucks, it's kind of a deal. There's nothing else that's really going to give you this kind of result for that kind of money. There's a couple competitors out there. GoPro makes a 360 camera, but this is definitely the best that I've seen. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a happy new year. And here's to 2019. You're going to see a lot more of this camera in my videos coming up. So thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like the video, and stay tuned for more stuff from this camera, which will be coming up real soon. I'm trying to do a video a week, so that's my New Year's resolution. Let's see if I can do it. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.